The number 9 most downloaded mod in Farmsim 22 is the TLX Phoenix series from 82 Studio. The mod itself technically features 9 different trucks, available with a Cummins engine, Caterpillar, Detroit, and low versions of all 3 of those as well, because these engine sounds are loud. There's also 3 in the middle. We have the TLX Phoenix Agro Work, which gives us, I believe this is an X3 sized frame on there, and then we've got a couple other ones with service frame with a V6 and V8 engines. Each truck also has customization options for all of the links and things like that, so if you need to find those, well, you can find those in configurations. Just like his pickup trucks, his semi-trucks as well have all kinds of different beds that you could throw on. We have the X2 dumper bed, which I'm currently using on a few series, and will go all the way up to 820,000 liters. We have the X2 tanker, which will go up to 820,000 liters as well, but it depends on what you're selecting. And same thing here with the fuel setup. If logging's more your thing, well, they've got a bit for logging too. And there's also auto loads. If you want to auto load your standard round or square bales, well, there's one for that. There's one for the baby bales, so these small square bales that you make with a Massey Ferguson baler, you can auto load those too. Or any production chain in the game, you can do that too, right here with this. Auto loading with that, unreal capacity. 500,000 liters. Rock on. And maybe you don't want to use the truck, but you still want to use some of those frames. Well, you can use this, the TLX Pup trailer frame. This will allow you to hook up your X2 attachments. All good. And just for fun, here's a dolly. Now, you hear me saying X2 and X3 quite a bit, and even service frame, which is something completely different as well. The X3 attachment, which is for the longest bed, well, this right here will go with that. It's pretty much the attachment that comes with the Homer pack, but it's been set up specifically to work with this. So it is a 1,150,000 liter capacity on there. And it's got a big auger. You can change colors. There's also a crusher here, which works with wood, stones, and I believe it works with sugar beets. Yeah, so you put those things into the top, and out you get the things that have been crushed. As I mentioned, we have different engine sounds for each one. So here is the CMS. The cat engine. And the D60. There's also those low volume versions, so if you want to be a little quiet, here's the quiet CMS. One other thing he made was the addition to turn the jake brake off, so sometimes you run with the jake brake on, or you could just turn it off. Some people don't like it, and that's okay. And if you want to run some of the bigger stuff, make sure you get the TLX Phoenix Agro Work. This will have the big attachment for you. Now, we mentioned X2 and X3 quite a bit with this video, and there's another thing. So with this working with the X3 attachments, well, there's other things like the TLX X3 series attachments pack. This is not required, but it does help a lot if you want to use this. This is the only mod that's in the pack when I'm recording this, the TLX Rollback Bundle. But hey, here it is. If you go for a service frame with the V6 and the V8 version of that, you can then use the tow truck or maybe the service bed, or maybe you want to go and use a couple other things as well. There's plenty of stuff in here to do that with. And all of his mods that are semi-truck related anyway work with the DTU or detachable towing unit. So you could utilize this and turn any of the ones with a fifth wheel into a towing truck. Nice honorable mention as well as the Phoenix Winter Wolf. This is a separate mod completely, but it is a TLX Phoenix and it's the off-road version. It's got some different beds on it. So if you wanted an off-road version, kind of a monster truck, semi-truck, Well, there's one of those too. With all the insane things that you could do with this truck, making it whatever you want it to be on 3 axles, it's no wonder that this is the most popular semi-truck and farming simulator 22.